Hello, hello, hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. We will start the trivia questions in about 5 minutes time. Until then, as always, say hello in the live chat. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know your team name as well. All you need is that pen and a piece of paper to join in to answer those trivia questions tonight. Look forward to having you here live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Slightly different perspective. Still have the trivia sign, of course, and a bit of Christmas on either side. I'm joined, as always, by my partner, my producer, the love of my life, who's currently away from the room, but she will join in shortly. Yes, let us know your team name. Say hello in the chat. And we will begin in about 4 minutes' time now, at around 7:05. Hello to the ghost of Bibi Rebozo, not in the center, but in the bowels of the British Empire. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, you're in a much more British place, at least by name. But hello to the ghost of Bibi Rebozo. Making sure I have everything queued up for later. We'll be getting started in about 2 minutes' time. Hello, Team Uno Persona. Good to have you in the chat. Team Uno Persona says hello to you as well.
Hello.
Hello. Hello to Sherlou. Good to have you. Hello to Rondai as well. Hello, hello. Yes, all you need to join in today is that pen and a piece of paper. Hopefully you're in a comfortable spot, as am I. I can even lean back in between questions. But I want to get close so you can hear me. But yes, all you need is that pen and a piece of paper. We will begin shortly. Wonderful having everyone. All right. Without much further to say or do, let's jump into trivia in 5, 4, 3. Oh, wait. My miscue. Let's get that volume in a correct spot. And now, let's jump in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello. Welcome, one and all, to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I'm your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. Yes, trivia is planned for 20 questions of trivia goodness, as we like to do. Today is the 75th edition of Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Thank you all for joining me, as always. And for this 75th edition, as like the first 74, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your questions for those 20, or your answers for those 20 questions. Thank you for supporting Trivia Club. Don't forget, you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, this YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram, of course, and on triviaclub.ca. You can find all that trivia goodness. Got those pens and papers ready. And say hello in the live chat, or if you're playing afterwards, don't forget to comment with your team name and your final score. Hello in the live chat to the ghost of BB Rebozo. Hello to Team Uno Persona. Hello to Sherlu. Hello to Rondai. Hello, one and all. Hello to your producer and mine. Hello. My partner, the producer, the love of my life. Thanks for joining. Hello to those not in the chat as well, but still playing along. Hello to Grandma Fran. Hello. Yes, let us know those team names if you're playing along afterwards. It'd be great to see how you're doing. And as always, at the end of every trivia, we give you a bonus bit of trivia. Since our last trivia was not last week, but the week before that, I'll let you know the answer for that Trivia Club anagram, that bonus bit of trivia. We asked you to find a Canadian literary award in the anagram Liz Rappel Rig. And that award was Giller Prize. If it helped you look into the Giller Prize, hey, my job done. There's a lot of good books that have won or been nominated for that prize. So check it out if you want a good read. There are only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than your internet connection. If you're cheating to find answers, you're really only cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the comment section. Only post those scores, and otherwise talk amongst yourselves. Remember, no spoilers. The only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Thanks. Oh, and hello to Cookie Faced in the comment as well, in the comment section as well. Fantastic. Alrighty. So without much further to say or do, let's jump into Trivia Club at home. Yes, the 75th edition from the Clubhouse. I'm going to start with a stamp of approval. And thank you. Oh, yes, thanks for the warning. Some behind-the-scenes work, as you might hear on the side. I don't know why I always feel like doing the old news anchor when talking to you just off camera, but thank you for the tea. We got tea. We always have tea, but okay, we're gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't a vlog. All right. Alrighty. Question number 1: stamp of approval. Canada Post will be celebrating this famous Canadian author, whose acclaimed books include The Handmaid's Tale, Alias Grace, and The Edible Woman, amongst others, with that author on a stamp. Once again, Canada Post will be putting this author on a stamp. This celebrated author's famous works include such books as The Handmaid's Tale, Alias Grace, The Edible Woman, and many others. Question number 2: son of a. Name the Tennessee city that is home to the Sun Sphere from the 1982 World's Fair. Once again, what city in Tennessee is home to the Sun Sphere from the 1982 World's Fair? Question number 3, we're in the middle of it. So, and question number 3, appropriately enough, given his $35 million net worth, what did the C stand for in the name of retail giant J.C. Penney? Once again, appropriately enough, given his $35 million net worth, what did the C stand for in the name of retail giant J.C. Penney? And yes, question number 4, connecting for the point on this one. So, what is the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? There's a connection between the answers of your second and third questions. If you can tell me that connection, free of context from the questions, but those answers do have a connection. If you can tell me that connection for that's connecting for a point. So once again, question number 2, name the Tennessee city that is home to the Sun Sphere from the 1982 World's Fair. And then question number 3, appropriately enough, given his $35 million net worth, what did the C stand for in the name of retail giant J.C. Penney? That's hot tea. And then question number 4, connecting for the point, what is the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Question number 5. Give me 5. All the way over here. So, your question number 5. Give me 5. Give me the 5 U.S. states or states in the United States that are 6 letters long. Give me the 5 states in the United States whose names are 6 letters long. As you're thinking of states in the U.S. who have 6-letter long names, question number 6, I'm going to ask you to watch and learn. Rupert Giles, the watcher and mentor of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, held what job at Sunnydale High School? What was the job at Sunnydale High School of watcher and mentor of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Rupert Giles? Question number 7. Now we are on a roll. So, in what 1990s film does Jim Carrey play a character named Stanley Ipkiss? Let's name the 90s film wherein Jim Carrey plays a character named Stanley Ipkiss. Question number 8 now is our audio clue. With this audio clue, this question number 8, it is called Bit by Bit. I'm going to play an 8-bit version of a popular song. You name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for that song for a second possible point. So 2 possible points to be won. On this question number 8, this Bit by Bit, where a popular song sounds like the ringtone of an old, possibly Nokia flip phone. Here we go. And audio clue. That's that question number 8, that Bit by Bit. You name that song. Name the musical act responsible for that 8-bit tune. Question number 9, we're going to float on thanks. So, question number 9. Name the anthropomorphic cat who debuted in the 1919 animated short film Feline Follies. That was the first ever giant balloon in the Macy Thanksgiving Parade, doing so in 1926. Once again, name that anthropomorphic cat who debuted in the 1919 animated short Feline Follies, who was the first ever giant balloon in the Macy Thanksgiving Parade, doing so in 1926. That's your, I suppose, your American Thanksgiving question. Yeah. Question number 10, staying at least in the food lane, because I think if Thanksgiving is just a food-based holiday. Question number 10, its survey says, our first game show game of the night. This question is played with a actual Family Feud surveyed question. So 100 Americans were surveyed, and you want to give me what you think is their number one answer. So, survey says, question number 10, name a sauce you put on meat or a meat-like meal item. Once again, name a sauce that you would put on meat or a meat-like meal item. In terms of naming sauces, I will even add that they have the word sauce in their name. You don't have to give me a brand name. You do not. No. Yes, question number 10. Name a sauce you put on a meat or meat-like meal item. Question number 11 now. It's breaking two. So, what country ceased to exist in 1991, breaking into 15 modern sovereign states, including Armenia, Latvia, and the Ukraine? Once again, name the country that ceased to exist in 1991, breaking into 15 modern sovereign states, including Armenia, Latvia, and Ukraine. How are those state names coming along? Okay. Keep up the good work. Question number 12. Once again, I'm going to ask you to tune out. I'm going to read lyrics with as little melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible, and you name that song and the musical act responsible for a point each. So 2 possible points to be won. Here is that song with no melody, rhythm, or affect original to the song as possible. In New York, concrete jungle, where dreams are made of, there's nothing you can't do. But now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York. Once again, in New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of, there's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York. I think I did pretty good with that one. Yeah,
definitely some affect, but not original to the song.
Thank you. Yeah. I have to steer the other way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't say that I wouldn't add affect. I just, wouldn't add affect original to the song. This question is now me just workshopping monologues. Future monologues. For auditions, I don't know. Will they be good monologues? Probably not. Question number 13. Chivalry is for animals. So, question number 13. Chivalry, the informal code of conduct associated with medieval knighthood, gets its name, appropriately enough, from the Latin word for what animal? Once again, chivalry, the informal code of conduct associated with medieval knighthood, gets its name, appropriately enough, from the Latin word for what animal? Question number 14, it's best known for. This question, I tell you the name of an actor and you tell me the 4 movies that they are known for, according to the Internet Movie Database.com. So according to IMDb.com and its algorithm, what are the 4 movies that Jake Gyllenhaal is known for? This is 4 movies, not scarves. You know what scarf he's known for? Taylor Swift's. Just return the scarf. But just what 4 movies is Jake Gyllenhaal known for, according to the Internet Movie Database.com? Excuse me. This best known for is courtesy of your producer and mine. And I also appreciate that she didn't seem to have looked up the answers in the meantime. So points for competitive spirit. Thank you. Thank you for the assistance with the question, though. As you're thinking of Jake Gyllenhaal movies, on your question number 14, question number 15 is the Countdown Takedown. This is a game show game. Once again, this one is played with Price is Right rules, but with a twist. I'm going to ask you to give me a number associated with this upcoming question. So that number, you want to get as close as you can without going over. If you get the number right on, that is 5 points that you can win. If you're within 25% of the actual number without going over, that is 2 points that you can win. But remember, if you go over, that is 0 points. And if you're outside of that 25% range, that is also, unfortunately, 0 points. So, my question number 15, that Countdown Takedown. Before the 2010s, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You saw above average play on the 31 days of the year, or on 31 days of the year. You know, the days between American Thanksgiving and Christmas, as it should be. But by the early 2010s, that number increased to around 40 days of the year. And over the past 3 years, it's hit this number of days in which there's above average play of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. So once again, before the 2010s, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You saw above average play on 31 days of the year. Those days being the days between American Thanksgiving and Christmas. But by the early 2010s, that number increased to around 40 days of above average play of that song. And over the past 3 years, that above average play day number has hit this number of days. Question number 16. It is rock, scissors, film. So your question number 16. In the Hunger Games film series, which musician, a rock musician, plays Katniss Everdeen's stylist, Cinna? Cinna? Cinna. Cinna. Cinna, right? Yeah. Once again, in the Hunger Games film series, name the rock musician who plays Katniss Everdeen's stylist, Cinna. Question number 17. Nice weather we're having. So your question number 17. Which member of the Marvel superhero group, the X-Men, has the ability to control the weather? Once again, which member of the Marvel superhero group, the X-Men, has the ability to control the weather? Question number 18 now. It's that favorite game of yours and mine. It's which Chris? Da-da-da-da. So with which Chris, I will give you the name of a movie, and you tell me Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd, which Chris is featured in that movie. So Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd, which of those Hollywood Chris's is featured in Horrible Bosses 2? So Horrible Bosses 2, does it feature Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd? Question number 19 now, a little before and after. So with your 19, name the country whose largest city, being Istanbul, was once part of the Ottoman Empire. So once again, this country whose largest city is Istanbul was once part of the Ottoman Empire. And before I get into question number 20, as you're thinking of those first 19, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? How are you feeling? What do you think? Nice. For 13 and 17 to repeat, I'm just going to queue up my timer as well. Get the clock ready for our Royale. But yes, question number 13, once again. Chivalry is for animals. So chivalry, the informal code of conduct associated with medieval knighthood, gets its name, appropriately enough, from the Latin word for what animal? That's your question number 13. And question number 17. Which member of the Marvel superhero group, the X-Men, has the ability to control the weather? If there's nothing else to repeat or clarify, let's get up everything queued up for question number 20, our Trivia Royale. Once again, 5 minutes on the clock for our Royale. Boop. As many as 10 points can be won. So let's do this, shall we? So 10 points possible to be won. 5 minutes on the clock. Name for me any 10 of the 12 Western astrological signs. So we're looking for any 10 of the 12 Western astrological signs. Our countdown is beginning. Quizzing you on astrology. Still have 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Want to guys name any 10 of the 12 Western astrological signs for a point each, and fill in any other blank spots that you might have, as we'll be marking our papers or peers' papers after this. If you're playing against peers, unless you're just participating personally, that's also possible. This is one of the first Trivia Royales that I didn't suspect we'd need all 5 minutes for. But if you do, that's also not a bad thing. So we could just chat, you know. The chat's available to say hello. What else? Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. And to share this and other Trivia Clubs live from the Trivia Clubhouse with your friends. Tell everybody about Trivia Club, as the saying goes. And as I noted earlier this month, and still not enough, Trivia Club is still available for holiday events in the coming month and into the new year. So let us know. We'll be happy to host those wonderful events for you. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Oh, online. Yes, indeed. Online. We're doing online events, no in-person events, sadly. Still want to stay safe, personally. And we also want you to stay safe, personally. Yeah. Past the halfway spot, but yes, fill out any blank spaces as well as naming any 10 of those 12 Western astrological signs. How are you feeling about your answers? Pretty good, nice. For the Trivia Royale or just overall? Nice. Good to hear. One minute remaining. Yes, 1 minute remaining. Hopefully with these 40 seconds remaining, you are as confident and happy with your answers as your producer and mine.
Don't say that. Because then when I get
Just
15,
just brewing with confidence. Just happily rubbing her hands together, softly chuckling to herself. You can hear it. 10 seconds remaining. Yes, I've added 10 minutes to the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. It is time indeed for the answers. Get that different colored pen out. I'll try to get my computer to move according to how I want it to. There you go. Technical difficulty avoided. So, at question number 1, that answer number 1, Canada Post is celebrating which famous Canadian author whose acclaimed books include The Handmaid's Tale, Alias Grace, and The Edible Woman on a Stamp. That would be Margaret Atwood. Yes, Maggie Atwood for the point. Marge Atwood. Margaret Atwood. There you go.
have some respect.
Have some respect.
Yes.
Question number 2. What Tennessee city is home to the Sun Sphere from the 1982 World's Fair? That would be Knoxville. Knoxville, Tennessee. Appropriately enough for question number 3, given his $35 million net worth, what did the C stand for in the name of retail giant J.C. Penney? C standing for cash. Stood for. I don't need to stand for anything. I got cash. So, Knoxville and cash. What is the connection for Connect 4? They are both famous Johnnies. Johnny Cash, Johnny Knoxville. We're looking for Johnnies on the spot. Question number 5. Give me 5. So give me the 5 U.S. states that are 6 letters long in name. So we're going in I was going to say alphabetical order, but I was just double checking for myself but now I'm just talking through it. So going in alphabetical order, let's just cut to the chase. Alaska, Hawaii, Kansas, Nevada, and Oregon. So Oregon, Nevada, Kansas, Hawaii, and Alaska for 5 points. 1 point each. Question number 6, watch and learn. So Rupert Giles, the watcher and mentor of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, held the job at Sunnydale High School of librarian. Librarian, yeah. They had a lot of privacy to talk about vampires because nobody went into the library of that school. And it seemed like a nice library they were missing out. Like 2 levels? Yeah, a lot of like wood banisters is pretty fancy. Yeah. Question number 7. Rolling with it. So, on a roll. In what 1990s film does Jim Carrey play a character named Stanley Ipkiss? The Mask. He is Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask. Question number 8. Bit by bit, that 8-bit version of a popular song was Every Breath You Take for a point by The Police for a second point. Question number 9. Floating on. Thanks. So who was the anthropomorphic cat who debuted in 1919 with the animated short Feline Follies? That was the first ever giant balloon in the Macy Thanksgiving Parade, doing so in 1926. The first ever giant balloon was Felix the cat. Felix the cat, yeah. Is that what you almost said that? You say Garfield? Heathcliff? Who did you say?
Tom, like Tom and Jerry.
Oh, Tom and Jerry. Yeah. I can see that. But it says Felix the cat. And now you have a bit of additional trivia this weekend. Question number 10. Survey says, so naming a sauce you put on meat or a meat-like protein item in your meal for the vegetarians out there. So I'm just going to start with the 1-point answer and go up in the points from there. Possible 5 points to be won with the number one answer, but 1 point if your answer for that saucy question was also a spicy answer. That'd be hot sauce or Tabasco sauce for a point. Hot or Tabasco sauce. I'll get you a point. 2 points if you were feeling not spicy but salty with soy sauce. Soy sauce for 2 points. Uh, 3 points if you wanted to put the B in BBBQ, because there was a typo. That would be barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce for 3 points. 4 points for a pretty sweet answer. Pretty sweet answer. That'd be teriyaki sauce. I'm also surprised that it got all the way up to 4 points, but survey says 4 points for teriyaki sauce and 5 points if you had a big steak in this answer with steak sauce for 5 points. You're going to take a comment from the crowd? What was your answer?
What are people putting gravy on? What are people putting gravy on?
That's why I specified there was sauce in the name.
Well, I thought that was only for certain ones had sauce in the name.
No, all of them had sauce in the name. Because
Gravy.
I knew that. Because I didn't want to exactly. Gravy sauce would sound weird, so that might dissuade some from saying gravy sauce.
Gravy's a sauce, though.
Or is it a roux? No, I'm not going to win this. Okay, so 5 points for steak sauce, 4 points for teriyaki sauce, 3 points for barbecue sauce, 2 points for soy sauce, and 1 point for Tabasco or hot sauce. No points for gravy sauce. Question number 11. Breaking 2. So, what country ceased to exist in 1991, breaking into 15, not 2, but breaking into 15 modern sovereign states, including Armenia, Latvia, and Ukraine, and a dozen others. That'd be the Soviet Union. Oh, Cookie Faced also missed the sauce part of gravy, if that makes you feel any better.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie Faced?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for not making that clear for everybody included. Because I agree, if sauce wasn't part of the name for all the answers, gravy should have been number 1. Yeah, agreed. Question number 12. Tuning out in New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York. That would be Empire State of Mind for a point by Jay-Z, I'll give you half a point if you just said Alicia Keys, because that was her part of it. But it was a Jay-Z song. So full point for Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Full point for Jay-Z. Half point for Alicia Keys. Worcester sauce? Is that a barbecue sauce or a steak sauce? Worcestershire? Worcestershire? They say goodbye is the hardest word to say, but it's actually Worcestershire. Yeah. That was a joke that I stole from Critical Role. It's a great joke, by the way. Is Worcestershire? Worcestershire? Is that a steak sauce? I don't know. No, I don't think Worcestershire. It's a good answer, but I don't think there's any points there. Mm-hmm. It's Worcestershire. Question number 13. Chivalry is for animals. Chivalry, the informal code of conduct associated with medieval knighthood, gets its name appropriately enough for the Latin word for the animal that knights rode on. That would be horse. So, when you're horsing around, you're being chivalrous. Good thing to remember. Question number 14. Oh, and I will count USSR and the Soviet Union. That'll get you a point. Yeah, that would get you a point either way. Question number 14. What are the 4 movies, according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, that Jake Gyllenhaal is known for? He's known for Nightcrawler for a point, Prisoners for a second point, Donnie Darko also for a point, and Brokeback Mountain for a point. It's one of those first actors in a while. We're like all 4. You're like, yeah, that's a good selection. It's a newer one, some legacy picks for him. Would have been almost fitting that they put like Bubble Boy in there for him. It's like an oddball 4th movie, but no, it was Brokeback Mountain, Donnie Darko, Prisoners, and Nightcrawler. All for a point each on Jake Gyllenhaal. Also, surprisingly, not the no Spider-Man movie in there for him. Or Spider-Man Far From Home. Not in there, yeah. Question number 15. This this Countdown Takedown, asks you how many days of the year, at least over the last 3 years on average, has Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You seen above average play? Remember in the or before the 2010s, it was 31 days of the year, the reasonable time between American Thanksgiving and Christmas. In the early 2010s, that number increased to around 40 days. And because Mariah Carey now cannot be satiated, cannot be stopped, is just hungry for more until we give up on this song, I guess. I don't know. Can I get a drum roll on these? All I Want for Christmas Is You days. 78 days of above average All I Want for Christmas Is You. So not just December, not just November. We're going into October. Yeah. Are we even going into September? I don't think so yet. I didn't actually map it out. Yeah, I should have. Oh, yes. So 5 points. 5 points for 78. If you said 78, that's 5 points. If your number was between 77 and 58, that is 2 points. 57 and below, that is 0 points. And 79 and above, that is also 0 points. What was your number? 55. Good guess. Yeah. But yeah, 77 to 58 is 2 points. And 78, that is your 5-point answer. If you were like, I still have not heard enough, All I Want for Christmas Is You, this is for you. Question number 16. Rock, scissors, film in the Hunger Games film series, which rock musician played Katniss Everdeen's stylist, Cinna? That would be Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz. Question number 17. Which member of the Marvel superhero group, the X-Men, has the ability to control the weather? That character is Storm. Storm, another great example to remind you that all the best X-Men are women. It's true. Mm-hmm. Question number 18. Which Chris? Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd? Which Chris was in Horrible Bosses 2? This Chris was actually played the son of another Chris, or a Christoph Waltz. But this Chris was Chris Pine. Chris Pine. And question number 19. Which country, whose largest city is Istanbul, was once part of the Ottoman Empire? That country is Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. So question number 20 now, your Trivia Royale. I'm going to ask you to name any 10 of the 12 Western astrological signs. This one was certainly not any 10 of the 20 most recent Tom Hanks movies, at least for some. So here we go. I'm going to start with Aries, then Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And if you wrote all 12, you still only get 10 points. And if you wrote the secret 13th one, congratulations, you're in the club. Tag yourself, I'm Aries. All right, as you're counting those points, give me the full total in the live chat or in the comment section afterwards. Let us know how many points you got as you're adding those points together for a potential 46 points to be won. Here's that bonus bit of trivia that I built a VCR, which is an anagram of Trivia Club. So that tiebreaker question, if needed, if you're playing against others at home, or just a bonus bit of trivia, I'm going to ask you to find the Curb Your Enthusiasm cameo in the following anagram. So this is somebody who cameoed for at least one episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. And the anagram is Leno equals hail. Find that Curb Your Enthusiasm cameo, that person who cameoed in at least one episode of the TV show Curb Your Enthusiasm. From the anagram Leno equals hail. That's hail spelled H-A-I-L. I've also included the anagram in the live chat as well. Thank you, everyone, for playing along, as always. Great to see MK Dons in the chat as well. Hello, hello. All right. That's 28 points from your producer and mine, your executive producer. Well done indeed. 16 points for Team Uno Persona. 39.5 points for the Ghost of BB Rebozo. 31 points for Cookie Faced. 30.5 points for MK Dons. Excellent job, everyone. Either more point totals to come or point totals kept close to vests. Well done, everybody. Yes, let us know what you scored. And I can even read it out as I'm doing the final sign off. But otherwise, once again, yes, thank you everyone for joining in. Hello once again to my grandma Fran. Hopefully you're able to enjoy yourself playing at home as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification if you want to know when other Trivia Club videos and Trivia Clubhouse events are happening. And enjoy Trivia Club on Instagram. Find out more about Trivia Club on triviaclub.ca. And remember, we're available for online events. Just contact us for more information. We will see you again next Tuesday, November 30th. Yes, one more still in November. And then on to December. Yes, thank you, everyone. And thank you for the background shadow. Yeah, I decided to shift the perspective just a little bit. Would you like to join in for the sign off? One more thing to say, the same thing we say every week, and that is...
It's a different...
Are you afraid to sit into it?
Well, it's a different setup.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't do that.
I might be able to, but it might hit you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks.